In the dense, secluded woods of southern Germany's Black Forest, there lives a young maiden and 7 dwarfs. Happy, sleepy, dopey, sneezy, doc, grumpy, and bashful. The dwarves are all diligent employees who work in the local mines of the Feldberg Mountains. They work from dawn to dusk, excavating valuable earth metals such as silver, gold, and platinum. Snow White and the 7 dwarfs have been living harmoniously for several years since a string of attempted murders committed by the evil queen. On this episode of Fractured Fairy Tales Reality TV, we're going to check up on how the princess and her friends have been doing.
It ain't no trick to get rich quick if you dig with a shovel or a pick. In a mine, where a million diamonds.
I love working.
I'm so delighted to be working with all my friends in a career that challenges me. In general, I believe that dwarves are motivated by extrinsic factors and that our optimal level of arousal is met by working in an environment that keeps us constantly engaged. When I'm mining, I experience a state of flow in which I'm completely immersed in the task at hand and I have a diminished awareness of self and time.
Well, I've been drudging along at this mine ever since I can remember. One memory, a flash bulb that is, when I was just a wee dwarf quarrying for rubies in the Swiss Alps, when a mine explosion that killed my dear Uncle Cheesy. Oh, how that episodic memory rips through me. Poor Uncle Cheesy. I may be pessimistic, but at least I'm still alive. Achoo!
Wow, what an epinephrine rush. That was a prime example of a fight-or-flight reaction, don't you think? Ha 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 ha.
Why are you laughing, Doc? We could have been killed.
I guess you could say it's the result of the spillover effect. Ha ha ha. Did you know that psychologist Heinz Selye's general adaptation theory syndrome says that the body's response to stress has 3 phases? Alarm, resistance, and exhaustion? Ha ha ha. My sympathetic nervous system is definitely working.
Sorry guys, I think we'll need to come back later. We lost a lot of our equipment in the cave-in. My camera crew and I will be back in 1 week, if that works with your schedule. Tell Snow I said hi.
We joined Snow White and the 7 dwarfs again after the tragic cave-in last week. All the dwarfs escaped unscathed. However, Fractured Fairy Tale inside reports have told us that the mental condition of the dwarfs and Snow White are deteriorating without work to meet the dwarfs' esteem needs.
Hello there, little willing creatures. How are you today? Mommy has missed you, Smiley Bluebird. What's that you say, Squirrely? That we should have a tea party and invite all your animal friends? What a splendid idea. We could make scones and biscuits and serve your favorite tea. Ooh, we could even make crumpets. Wouldn't that be smashing, my little theories?
Ever since the dwarfs have been out of work, Snow White has been experiencing an increased amount of stress at home. The onset of schizophrenia usually occurs due to both a genetic predisposition and environmental factors. This type of schizophrenia would be considered acute or reactive since it was triggered from a particular life stressor. Snow has been experiencing hallucinations and delusions of grandeur and paranoia typical of paranoid schizophrenia. These positive symptoms are due to an excess of dopamine receptors in the brain that result in overactivation. Many studies have shown that there has been a correlation between enlarged fluid-filled areas and shrinkage of cerebral tissue with schizophrenia.
Who do you think you're talking about? I'm the Queen of England! Guards, take him away!
Oh, I feel like I could do anything. I have such high energy. I ran 5 miles today. I read 2 books, walked the dogs from the national anthem, climbed to the top of Mount Feldberg. I gone to Target. I made a batch of brownies and invented a new way to brush your teeth and your hair at the same time. What have you done today? I feel so fantastic. I feel like I could fly.
Ever since the cave-in, Happy's already positive attitude has been multiplied by 10. Happy is experiencing mania, which is a mood disorder marked by hyperactivity and a wildly optimistic state. While mania is not necessarily a bad thing, Happy has been engaging in dangerous activity. Stop! As for Grumpy, he has regressed to a childlike stage of behavior and shows symptoms of oppositional defiant disorder. ODD is most common in children and teens. The disorder includes a persistent pattern of anger, irritability, arguing, defiance, or vindictiveness toward parents and other authority figures like Snow White. Grumpy's regression is a defense mechanism explained by Freud.
Hi there, Grumpy. Would you like to attend my tea party? All the woodland creatures would be there.
Why the heck would I want to come to a stupid tea party? I don't think you really care about me, and I certainly don't care about your made-up woodland creatures. You're insane, and I'm not helping you up at the dwelling if that's what you're going to ask, because I won't. I won't. Get out of here, you stupid cameraman.
Achoo! Achoo! That wasn't very nice, Grumpy. You should apologize to the camera crew. Achoo!
I wouldn't apologize to him if he gave me $1 million. It was his fault. He made me do it.
That's not the right attitude. A dwarf is supposed to be kind and achoo, friendly to humans. Achoo! Achoo!
Sneezy has also been dealing with her own dilemma since she's been out of a job. Tic disorder is characterized by either vocal or motor tics that persist over a year's time. She says the word achoo over 100 times a day.
Achoo! 101!
Yeah, man, take a chill pill. Go to the girls' party. You'll have fun. And I'll make sure to bring some recreational marijuana. Nothing takes away the stress like smoking, man. I can't believe I lived with Mary Jane for so long. Everything seems better. Sights, sounds, the smells. Speaking of which, I could use some snacks. I bet there are snacks at the party, yo. Everything spins, slow motion. IDK. Maybe I'll just stay home.
Dopey is suffering from cannabis use disorder, a substance abuse disorder that is characterized by a problematic pattern of cannabis use leading to clinically significant impairment. It typically includes a strong desire to take the drug, difficulties in controlling its use, persisting in its use despite harmful consequences, a higher priority given to drug use than to other activities and obligations, increased intolerance, and sometimes a physical withdrawals.
Oh, hi girls, what's going on? Haven't seen you guys since the cave-in. How are you? It's nice to
Sleepy has always had narcolepsy. Narcolepsy is a sleep disorder characterized by uncontrollable sleep attacks. The sufferer may lapse directly into REM sleep, like Sleepy, often at inopportune times. A complete relaxation of muscles during a sleep attack is called cataplexy. Recent studies have shown that people who suffer from narcolepsy have a relative absence of a hypothalamic neural center that produces orexin. There's no known cure for his disorder. However, there's promising research in drugs that mimic the missing orexin.
Let's go back inside and see what Bashful is doing.
Would it be possible to turn the camera away from me? I'd rather not have millions of viewers staring at me through their televisions.
Sure thing, Bashful. Can I ask you a question?
Yes. I guess that would be alright. Nothing too personal, though. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Why don't you want to go to Snow White's party?
Well, you see, I don't know. Can this interview be over?
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Bashful has social anxiety, sometimes called social phobia. She is fearful and anxious about social situations and afraid that people are going to judge and criticize her.
We are now going to get an exclusive interview with Snow White's attempted murderer, the Evil Queen. How do you feel about trying to poison Snow White with a cyanide apple last year?
It was the only thing I could do. I wanted to be the fairest of them all, so my plan was to kill Snow White and store her heart in my jewelry box.
Do you feel any remorse for your actions?
No, I can't say that I do. If I were out of prison, I would do it all again, except I wouldn't get caught this time.
Is there anything else you'd like Snow White to know?
Oh, she better watch her back, because when I get out of here, I'm coming for her.
The evil queen has antisocial personality disorder, previously called psychopathy. This means that she lacks all sense of empathy or sense of wrongdoing. Famous people with antisocial personality disorder include Ted Bundy, the Zodiac Killer, and Jeffrey Dahmer. Things have gotten a little out of hand recently. I think it's time for an intervention. After observing your behavior over the last couple of weeks, I have noticed a negative shift in your mental health, and I have devised a plan for each of you to get back into your normal self. To treat your positive symptoms of schizophrenia, I am going to prescribe fluorescein.
Does that mean no more chats with my woodland friends? I knew you are always against me, Doc. You never want me to be happy.
For a long time, it seems that we've been unable to help you, Sleepy. But current drug research holds a promise in diminishing narcoleptic episodes with armodafinil. This medication increases wakefulness in people with sleep apnea, narcolepsy. Oh, shit, word disorder.
Wow. Thanks, Doc.
Happy. There are medications that could be prescribed to treat your mania, like quetiapine fumarate. However, I think that the most important thing for you to do right now is to get back to work. If you continue having excessive energy, lack of sleep, and dangerous thoughts or actions after you've started working again, please return to my office.
That's very exciting, Doc. I think that my employers will be so happy with my go-get-an attitude.
Grumpy. I've arranged some psychotherapy sessions for you. Hopefully during these sessions we can find a root for your regression.
I'm not going. You can't make me. Do you think you're my boss or something?
Since this tic was brought on by stress and closely linked to depression, I think the best treatment for you, Sneezy, is cognitive behavioral therapy. In these sessions, we will focus on how you will learn to identify and stop self-destructive thoughts by controlling your emotions, behaviors, and thoughts.
I hope this works. I can't go on much longer like this.
Dopey. First of all, I know that you've been trying to quit smoking, but all your attempts have failed. You've become dependent on the drug, and each time you try to quit, your body goes through withdrawal. Your smoking habits have got out of hand, and I suggest contingency management. In this therapy, operant conditioning patients are rewarded for sticking to the treatment plan.
Talking about marijuana? I got a blunt in my car. We can go smoke it right now if you want.
Bashful. I've decided that exposure therapy will be most beneficial in treating your social phobia. We will systematically work up to larger and larger social groups at our sessions.
That sounds absolutely terrifying, but I'm willing to do it.
Cognitive therapy can be used to adapt thought patterns of people with antisocial personality disorder. In this therapy, they try to encourage more sympathetic patterns of thoughts. For example, they start off by asking you to imagine how you think Snow White felt when you tried to poison her.
Well, I imagine that she was afraid, and that she feared my imminent powers of domination.